Back with another one. Breaking news. Well, this just in. It appears that Floyd Money Mayweather was attacked by an angry mob in London, England. So here's my thoughts. Well, there's a few points in this. Well, for one, people, well, especially us, when I'm saying us, meaning African Americans, but anybody for that matter, you can't be ignorant to what's going on in the rest of the world when it comes to the whole political spectrum, war and politics. Now, let me break it down. And this is just what I think when it comes to Mayweather. Because from what I'm gathering, I guess Mayweather did make a pro-Israel stance a little while back during, the initial Israeli-Palestine conflict. So, of course, people going to look at that. Now, me, to Mayweather, the defense and the doubt, Mayweather, I don't think he's looking too deep into that stuff. He's just being politically correct, pretty much going where they say go, doing what they say do, because he don't give a damn. Long as he got money, he's been all over the world. I'm sure he's been to Israel. I'm sure he's been to the Middle East. He's been all over spending money. That's pretty much what he's known for, that in boxing. So I don't really think he's really given that much thought. He probably did that for his personal moves, maybe to favor the people above him, his handlers, but that don't make it right. But this is what I'm just saying. I don't think he personally has something against Palestine and personally Team Israel. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know Mayweather, but to give him the benefit of the doubt. But again, that don't make it right. So, fast forward to London, England. He's out there. He's already known for money. Because when I first heard it, initially I thought maybe it was just some Mayweather haters. But then a little deeper, I thought, okay, maybe they mad because he's rich. In a way, they may taking it wrong, like he's flaunting it, like he's teasing them. But then, from further research, it's like, no, it's some pro-Palestinian people. So I'm like, okay, they getting at him about that. So what I would say to Mayweather, just be aware, man, because regardless whether Mayweather rich and successful or not, he's still a black man, African American. So him and his ancestors again had more than our share struggle. But that don't necessarily mean something. A lot of us has been disconnected from that, a whole lot of us. So, but I just don't really see Mayweather like that. Now, don't get me wrong, he's definitely could possibly be disconnected. Just it's one of these successful celebrities that don't really care much about that stuff. That's just kind of how I put him in. I don't really put him as just really just going against the people. You understand? Because traditionally, black people, being that we had our share struggle, we definitely can relate to anybody all over the world, hell, in the universe, who have been oppressed or whatever. So we definitely, salute and lock arms with people that's being oppressed, but at the same time, us being American, African American, and we having problems of our own out here, that is the priority first and foremost, as far as identifying your problems and dealing with that. So a lot of us is caught up in that and not really looking abroad when it comes to problems and issues, because most African Americans don't necessarily care one way or the other, especially if they're not aware. Now, again, traditionally, we naturally gonna ride and sympathize with the underdog, being the Palestinians, being because we been the underdog. So we got that, but a lot of us don't think one way or the other. Even if we saying it like, yeah, pro, whatever. We too fixated on what we got going on. And perhaps Mayweather did that. But then again, Mayweather been having money. He may got some people he know in Israel, and I'm sure people all over. Now, not personal friends. So whatever prompted him to do that, I'm sure he didn't respect no fallback for that. He probably just figured like, man, I'm a black man. I ain't got much to do with this. But hell, man, you is rich. You is up there, and people gonna call you on that. So that's what I would say to anybody out there, whether you famous or not. Really start recognizing and paying attention to what's going on all across the world and how it relates to you and who you directly or indirectly aligning yourself with it, what that means, or how people gonna take it. You understand? Because I'm sure Mayweather didn't necessarily see that coming. I'm sure he come across all kind of fans or rogue crowds. People hating on him, talking about he ain't the champ or whatever. He probably used to that, or he just used to some other type of hate. But he definitely probably ain't nobody probably called him on nothing to do with that. I'm sure. So that's probably a new one for him. Now, if I was him, I was part of his camp, I would make a statement like, hey, man, I'm not here to, upset nobody just because I'm with all, I support all people, all countries, man, and I ain't with no hatred towards anybody, although I do got friends in Israel who won't, but just because I'm pro-Israel don't mean I'm anti-Palestine or whatever country or situations. But it's something to that effect if I was him. Now again, I don't know Mayweather. I don't know him personally. I don't know how he really feel. But if I was to take a shot at it, I would just think he didn't really give that much thought when he did the whole Israel thing. And I just kind of look at him as just a rich black man caught up in the mix. And this is kind of why, and a lot of people don't like Mayweather because he don't necessarily address certain social issues, and he's just all about the money. But I look at it as a necessary evil because they can't have it both ways. So I know a lot of people, black and white, but I know a lot of non-black people hate Mayweather just for the simple fact he's the image of a rich, successful black man who just got so much money he just buying anything. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's true, act or not true or not. You know what I'm saying? But that whole imagery, I hate to, but so you can't have it both ways. So this is why I tolerate Mayweather on a personal level. Now, don't get me wrong, I definitely mess with Mayweather on that boxing. You understand? But I'm talking about on a personal level, hell. But on that boxing, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The greatest boxer ever is Floyd Mayweather Jr. But socially and all that, to me, he don't really care. He just arrogant in that way to a fault, and this is my opinion. You understand? I don't think he really give a damn. He just so used to being Mayweather, which is boxing and splurging for the most part. That's pretty much what he doing. So, but at the same time, it don't make it right, Mayweather. So think about that next time before you know what I'm saying, yell a pro anything flag or whatever. So, but and it could just be some hate now. Now, see, I would have to research that a little more to see exactly which group of people got into it with. But from what I seen, it did look like there was some people of color in that group. It wasn't like, I don't know exactly where they was at in London, you understand, but it did look like there was people out there, you understand, getting on him. So I'm not exactly sure, because you still got to keep in mind the situation. In majority of instances, the black man is the one they love to hate. So how many other successful entertainers or whatever that was pro-Israel came around there? Did y'all bum rush them the same way? So you never know. But again, if it came from quote unquote his people, that's because it will hurt more. But I just think probably they know Mayweather, he about the money, and they like, oh, you out here splurging in England, but well, what about this when you did this? You don't care about the people. You probably went along them lines. That's what I'm thinking. And well, for one thing, We gotta stop looking at these celebrities as speakers for the people, although they should, you know, do something or address it. But that's a whole different situation for a whole different subject. Again, the majority of us African Americans is too preoccupied with what's right in front of us as far as day-to-day survival. But that don't mean you don't need to pay attention to what's going on abroad and all over the world, and you see how that relates to you, because it does. And that could may very well be the problem. But I'm out, y'all, man. And yeah, man, y'all go ahead and subscribe, man. I know I'm sitting here in the dark with y'all on this one, man. I just had to get this one off.